guys, you're right. I'm here with another video. This one I thought I'd talk to you about something I had quite a while ago called the Nuss procedure. It's a correctional procedure on something called pectus excavatum. It's where they put a bar in your chest and basically like that, flip it around and it pops out a dint that you have in your chest. They attach a stabilizer bar to your side which tries and keeps it in place. I had mine I think it was the 21st of December 2011, so quite a while ago, about a year, nearly a year and a half ago. I was pretty optimistic about it, you know. When I went to the surgeons to talk about it, they said nothing's ever gone wrong with the surgery. They said you'll be back to contact sports within 6 months, you'll be back to your badminton in 3 months. I'm quite a keen badminton player. I play quite often at what I think to be quite a high standard. So yeah, I was going in thinking fine. The people there were really nice, treated me really well. Put the injection into me when I went up the stairs. Not when I was going up the stairs, when I was in the preparation room. And I got knocked out. And when I woke up after the surgery, didn't know much about what had gone on. It was just like a nice sleep, really pretty nauseous. I was sick quite a bit because the drugs taking their effect. But overall I felt alright, and I was like that for a few days. You know, my mum and dad were always in, checking on how I was doing, which is good. And I was pretty fine for about 3 or 4 days. And they said I was going to be home for Christmas on Christmas Eve night, so I'll be there at home for Christmas. And I was absolutely over the moon. I was so happy because there was a chance if I had a bad operation, I wouldn't be home for Christmas. And I was over the moon, really over the moon. So I packed up all my stuff. I was ready, and then just as we were making the final talks with the nurses about medication and stuff, I felt a little pain. I didn't think much of it, so I didn't say anything. Then that pain got worse, and it was around my chest area, so I know it's something to do with surgery. And then it got to the point where it was unbearable, and I still didn't want to say anything because I really wanted to go home for Christmas. This man I'd never seen came in before, took a look at me. I'd never seen him over the 4 or 5 month period I'd had leading up to the op. He came, looked at my size for literally 3 seconds and said, "No, can't go home," and walked out, and that was it. I was there for Christmas. I was gutted, I was in tears, I was absolutely devastated, and I just felt like nothing could get any worse. I then realised when they took off my bandages on my side to look at my drains, I had a second stabilizer bar in, which protruded quite a bit out my side. I'll show you in a minute. The reason for this was because when they flip it over, my dint was so big, it went right into my right side as well, so I couldn't develop any muscle on this side. It went in so big, the one bar didn't hold it, so they had to put a second bar in. If I show you here, I don't know if it's not up there, I don't know if you can see that. You can see it pretty well there. You can see it protruding out. I'll tell you about that later. Yes, they had to put the second bar in, and that means I still can't lie on this side because of course it's right there. When I got home on the night of Christmas, which was, you know, it was alright. You know, I got a bit of Christmas about 7 or 8 o'clock. People were there to say hi to me and that, which is really nice. It was still gotten though because I couldn't even walk without my mum there for support. People might think I was over dramatic. Their surgery might have been different. For me, it was a massive operation. It was just awful. I hated it. I couldn't walk. I couldn't go to the toilet without my mum there. I couldn't shower without my mum there. I couldn't go to bed. I couldn't even put a jumper on without my mum for the first few days, which was awful. After New Year, I started to get quite a lot of sweats at night, and when I say sweats, I mean drenching the covers. Literally head to toe, full on sodden. We knew something wasn't right, so we rang the surgeon who did the operation, and he said just to monitor my temperature and stuff, and bring me in if anything didn't seem right. Once we did that, we brought me in, and they did some tests on me, and I had a thing called pericarditis. This is basically where the pericardium, so like the sacrum of my heart, gets inflamed with liquid. And the reason for this was because when they put the bar in, they brushed my heart with the bar. Now they didn't tell me this, which was pretty bad of them, because they could have fixed this before it actually occurred. And all this sweat made me lose so much weight. As you can see, I'm a pretty skinny guy. I've always been skinny, but I lost a good stone, nearly 2 stone, in the course of a week or two because of these sweats. So what I had to do, I had to go back into hospital, and I had to have a second surgery, which means missing more of school, missing my friends and my girlfriend I had at the time and stuff, which was awful. But I had to have a second surgery, which is, you saw that scar there, I'll show you again in a minute. Second surgery, basically slit open there, opened up my chest, put a drain in my pericardium, and for a few days I had a bucket with a tube going inside my chest, which was very uncomfortable, as you can imagine, sleeping and going to the toilet and such. Yeah, that was pretty horrid. So that made the total of that, I was in hospital for about a week then as well, and I was off school for a good 4 or 5 weeks, so nearly a term, or half a term, sorry. So I missed all my January exams. I was in year 11 at the time, so I didn't see my GCSEs. I missed all my exams, so I had to basically, when I first did them, I did them when everyone else was resitting, so which added a bit of pressure on, but anyway, I'll get onto that later. But basically all this time, I lost so much weight, I was so skinny, I lost loads of contact with friends I didn't get in touch with, and also I lost my girlfriend. I couldn't even hug her. My chest was that sensitive. I wasn't apparently paying enough attention to her because I was focusing on getting myself better, or at least normal health as much as I can. She ended things, so if I hadn't had that bar, I'd still probably be with her now. That's not what this video is about. As I was about in February, so a month or 2 after the operation, I was drying myself after a shower, painfully, and I brushed my scar I had from the pericarditis surgery, and the top of the scar actually split. Now this opened up my chest, I could see inside, I could see all the muscle, a lot of blood came out, it was about that deep. Yeah, so we went straight away to check that in. They took a swab, actually stuck a swab right in there, which wasn't too great. And yeah, they found out it was just missing a scar. They would just wait for it to heal. So they tried loads of different solutions. You know, I had different material dressings, different types of things to go on the wound itself, and it actually took a year and 4 months for it to heal. So I had to use so many dressings. I think I used about 400 dressings over the course of the time it took to heal. Overall, it's just down to better dieting, watching what I eat, making sure I eat the right stuff and enough of it, and all that eventually just healed it, which is only recently a couple of weeks ago, which I'm very, very pleased with. But it's probably the first bit of good news I've had since I had this operation. I'll show you the thing. I'll roll it up again. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it, the scar is quite faint. This was the scar from the second surgery. Now you can probably see it's quite predominant there. That is where the scar split. And that little dot you can see there is just the last remaining bit of scab that's still left to come off. I'm just letting that do its thing. You can see again the bar protruding there. But that's that there. And that little hole scar there is like an exclamation mark. It's where the drain went in. It went in my chest. That was the main surgical story up to now. Post my removal op is in about 8 months. I think I've got 7 or 8 months left of having the bar in, and words cannot describe how much I regret having this. You know, I had it when I was 15. I was playing county level from badminton, and there was national scholarships coming up straight after my surgery, and I thought I'd be back there for it. I wasn't. Lost friends, lost girlfriends, missed exams. I'm still in pain today. I still can't cough properly. I still can't sneeze because of the exhale of air really hit the bar. It's been still awful. I regret it hugely having this operation. The thing is, one of my mate's brother had the operation, and to me they said there was no complications. And the ironic thing is, as soon as he went to go talk to the surgeon, the same surgeon who gave me it, he said to him, oh well, yes, we might brush your heart with the bar. You might get pericarditis. Your scar might split. We might have to put in a second stabilizer bar. Blah blah blah. All the complications I've had to me. It's the first time anyone has ever got pericarditis from the Nuss procedure. So I guess it's just my luck. But I regret it hugely, and if I could go back time, I wouldn't have it. I'd learn to live with the body I got given. I have to get on with it now because it's in the past, but basically, if you're gonna have this surgery, think about it a lot first. Don't rush into it like I did. Think about what you could miss out on. Think about who you might lose contact with, because it can go awfully wrong, like I've discovered. So I'm just warning you before anything. Really, not just the Nuss procedure, any big decision, make sure you think about it a lot and in depth first, or things could go horribly wrong. But yeah, that's it for this video. It has been quite a depressing one. I'm sorry, there won't be that many. I just thought I'd tell you a bit about what I've had done and my story for the last couple of years. But yeah, so I'll be back with a new video soon, hopefully. Yeah, if you have any comments about if you've had the Nuss, or if you have any questions about it, I've gone through it all, so I'm happy to answer any questions you've got. Please leave a like if you liked it, and if you want to see not content exactly the same as this, because I'm going to try and make it a bit more lively, but please subscribe and it'll help a lot. Alright, thank you.